My Weird School Days, Book Number 10. Miss Mary is Scary. Written by Dan Gutman. Pictures by Jim Pellot. Chapter 7. I Love Dirt. The next day, first thing in the morning, we had show and tell. I brought in some of my matchbox cars. Ryan brought in a model plane he built from a kit. Andrea brought in her parents' video camera that she uses to shoot movies. Okay, Mr. Granite said after show and tell was over. Now we can finally get to our math lesson. Turn to page 23. But we didn't get to our math lesson because at that moment, guess who climbed in the window? Zack, shouted Mary. Mary, shouted Zack. Not again, shouted Mr. Granite. Don't you ever use the door? I love you too. Zack and Miss Mary started smooching like always. Ugh, disgusting. They are so romantic, said Andrea. Hey, I finished writing my song, Zack told Miss Mary. Do you want to hear it? Perhaps you can sing the song after school is over, suggested Mr. Granite. We really need to work on math. I want to hear Zack's song now, whined Miss Mary. So do we, all the kids shouted. If you don't let Zack sing his song, Miss Mary told Mr. Granite, I'm going to tell Daddy you're a bad teacher. Sing the song, Mr. Granite said, closing his eyes and rubbing his forehead. Yay! Everybody cheered. Can I film you with my video camera? Andrea asked Zack. Sure, he replied. Then he started rapping. I love dirt. I love dirt. I love dirt. I love dirt. Zack motioned for us to chant with him. I love dirt. I love dirt. I love dirt. I love dirt. Then he started rapping. Now some love Ernie, and some love Bert, and some love Big Bird. But I love dirt. We all chanted, I love dirt. I love dirt. I love dirt. I love dirt. Then Zack started rapping again. Now some love dinner, and some love dessert, and some love breakfast. But I love dirt. We all chanted, I love dirt. I love dirt. I love dirt. I love dirt. Then Zack started rapping again. Now listen to me, 'cause I'm an expert. Don't freak out if you get it on your shirt. I rub it on my face. I love getting dirty. And I'll keep doing it until I turn 30. We all chanted, I love dirt. I love dirt. I love dirt. I love dirt. Then Zack started rapping again. So when I'm dead and did my last concert, throw me in a hole and cover it with dirt. We all chanted, I love dirt. I love dirt. I love dirt. I love dirt. Then Zack started rapping again. It doesn't hurt. I love dirt. I'm here to assert. I love dirt. I gotta blurt. I love dirt. Don't mean to be curt. I love dirt. I'm issuing an all points alert. I love dirt. Zack took a bow. We all cheered and clapped. That song is awesome, Miss Mary told Zack. I wrote it just for you, he replied. I think I'm going to cry, said Miss Mary. That is so romantic, Andrea said. Would it be okay if I put this video up on YouTube? Sure, said Zack. That would be cool. Okay, can we get back to math now? Mr. Granite said. He told us to open our math books to page 23. But at that moment, there were footsteps in the hall. It's Mr. Klutz, Neil the nude kid yelled. Hide, Zack, Miss Mary shouted. Zack ran into the cloakroom just before Mr. Klutz walked into the room. Is everything okay in here? He asked. I thought I heard somebody yelling. We were singing Mary Had a Little Lamb, said Mr. Granite. That's odd, said Mr. Klutz. I thought I heard something about dirt. A song about dirt? Asked Mr. Granite. That's ridiculous. Why would anybody sing about dirt? Mr. Klutz was looking at Mr. Granite. Mr. Granite looked at Miss Mary. Miss Mary looked at Andrea. Andrea looked at me. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. I had to think fast. Maybe you're losing your hearing, Mr. Klutz, I said. Hearing is a lot like hair. When men get old, they lose it. Then I mouthed a few nonsense words without making any noise. What did you say, AJ? Asked Mr. Klutz. I mouthed some more nonsense words without making any noise. Mr. Klutz said. Maybe I am losing my hearing. I didn't hear the word you said. I'd better go get my ears checked. And then he left. Everybody said I was a genius for convincing Mr. Klutz that he had hearing problems. Ryan said I should get the Nobel Prize. That's a prize they give out to people who don't have bells. Chapter 8. Zack's Big Nose. The next day was Friday. Mr. Granite didn't start the morning with word of the day like he usually does. We didn't do show and tell. We didn't even pledge the allegiance. Mr. Granite said he wanted to make sure we had time to work on math. Open your math books, he told us, and turn to page 23. I took my math book out of my desk. Bummer in the summer. We were actually going to have to do math, the most boring subject in the history of the world. But that's when Zack climbed in the window. Yay, no math! Zack, shouted Miss Mary. Mary, shouted Zack. Not again, shouted Mr. Granite as he slammed his math book shut. Zack, what are you doing here now? Why don't you save us all some time and go hide in the cloakroom? I love you, Zack, said Miss Mary. I love you too, said Zack. They started smooching, of course. Disgusting. Those two are so romantic, said Andrea. I'm sorry to interrupt your class, Mr. Granite, Zack said, but I had to come in. I have big news. Zack has a big nose, I whispered to Ryan. What is it? We all asked. Mr. Granite sat at his desk. He looked tired. You know the video that Andrea shot of me singing I Love Dirt? Zack said. Yes, said Andrea. My mom helped me upload it to YouTube after school yesterday. Well, it went viral, Zack exclaimed. It went viral! It went viral! It went viral! Everybody started yelling. Huh? What the heck does that mean? Going viral doesn't sound good. I had a virus once and it made me throw up. Did you throw up? I asked Zack. Going viral means that thousands of people saw the video, Andrea said excitedly. Actually, Zack said, millions of people saw it. Not only that, but last night I got a call from the producer of Saturday Night Live. He loved I Love Dirt. He wants to fly me and fish food to New York so we can perform it on the show tomorrow night. You're kidding me, Miss Mary said, jumping up and down. I'm not kidding you, said Zack, jumping up and down with her. You're joking. I'm not joking. We went back and forth like that for a while, but finally Zack convinced Miss Mary that it was true. Fish Food would be flying to New York to perform I Love Dirt on Saturday Night Live. That's wonderful, Zack, Miss Mary yelled. Everybody in the class was freaking out, jumping up and down and going crazy. Well, everybody except Mr. Granite. He didn't look very happy. There was no way we were going to be doing any math for the rest of the day. Chapter 9. Cantaloupe. Saturday Night Live is a cool TV show. It's on at night on Saturday and it's live, so it has the perfect name. Usually I'm not allowed to stay up that late, but my parents said this was a special occasion because Zack was performing with Fish Food. They even let me invite Ryan, Michael, and Neil over to watch. Everybody was excited. In the middle of the show, Fish Food came out, and everybody went crazy. Zack was jumping up and down and running all over the stage while he sang I Love Dirt. It was cool. On Monday morning, everyone was talking about it. We all told Miss Mary how awesome it was to see Zack on TV. Okay, settle down, said Mr. Granite. I'm sure we all watched Miss Mary's boyfriend Zack on Saturday Night Live. It was very exciting. But now that it's over, it's time to get back to work. So please turn to page 23 in your math books. Oh well, it was fun while it lasted. I knew we couldn't avoid math forever. But you'll never believe in 1,100 years what happened at that moment. Zack climbed in the window. Oh no, Mr. Granite said, throwing his hands up in the air. I give up. Zack, shouted Miss Mary. Mary, shouted Zack. I missed you. I missed you too. That's when the smooching began. Ugh, disgusting. Those two are so romantic, said Andrea. You were awesome on TV the other night, Ryan told Zack. We all watched. Can I have your autograph? Asked Michael. Sure, Zack said. I'm sorry to interrupt the class again, Mr. Granite. What else is new? Asked Mr. Granite. A lot, Zack said. After the show was over, a guy came into our dressing room and signed us to a record deal. Next week, we're going to make our first album. We're getting t-shirts and posters, too. They're even going to make me a bobblehead statue. I'm so proud of you, Zack, said Miss Mary. But here's the big news, Zack told Miss Mary. Fish Food is going on a worldwide concert tour, and I want you to come with us, Mary. Wow, we all said, which is Mom upside down. But I promised to be a student teacher for a year, Miss Mary said. It wouldn't be fair to Mr. Granite if I left. It would be fair, Mr. Granite said. Go. Then Zack got down on one knee in front of Miss Mary. Oh no, yelled Andrea. He's getting down on one knee. I think I'm gonna cry, yelled Emily. What's the big deal? I said. He must have dropped his contact lens or something. Zack took a little box out of his pocket. I can't believe it, Andrea shrieked. He's got a little box. So what? I said. He probably keeps his contact lenses in there. All the girls were freaking out. What is their problem? Zack opened the little box. Mary, Zack said, will you marry me? Eek! All the girls screamed. He asked her to marry him. That's so romantic, Andrea said. Oh, I guess he didn't keep contact lenses in the box after all. Zack took a ring out of the box. Miss Mary started crying, which is what girls always do when you ask them to marry you. Nobody knows why. What about Daddy? Asked Miss Mary. He doesn't approve of you. Old man Klutz can't keep us apart, Zack said. If he won't give us his blessing, we can elope. But he would be heartbroken, Miss Mary said. We can't elope. What does Melon have to do with it? I asked. Quiet, Tarlo, said Andrea. Oh, why not? Miss Mary said. Yes, I'll marry you, Zack. Yes, yes, yes. Of course I'll marry you. Miss Mary put on the ring and smooched with Zack. All the girls were freaking out. Mr. Granite was trying to get the girls to calm down. That's when the weirdest thing in the history of the world happened. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Okay, I'll tell you. But you have to read the next chapter first. So na-na-na boo-boo on you.